Las áreas vitales del cuerpo están en franjas.
The vital areas of our body are in horizontal
Lines.
Okay. So here we have a horizontal vital line. This is no longer vital.
Pero esto sí.
But this is. Because if you take away my eyesight,
no me puedo defender.
I cannot defend myself. If you cut my forehead, there will be a large amount of blood. A curtain of blood that won't allow me to see.
Entonces tienes que defender toda esta franja.
So you have to defend this horizontal zone and this horizontal zone. And then if we go down further, our chest is protected by pecs and rib cage. It's like a natural armor. So that someone that goes through this and stabs all the way to a lung, it has to be done with a great amount of strength. Then we have the middle area where we have our liver, our pancreas.
And the stomach.
And our stomach.
Stomach.
And then we go further down and we have our intestines. If someone stabs me in my intestines, it's less serious than if I'm stabbed in the medium area where the other organs are. But if someone cuts with great strength in the area of the intestines, they will pop out. You'll be too preoccupied picking them up and not defending yourself.
Sure.
Now, on the interior area of our arms, there are important arteries and veins, but not on the external area of our arms. So if someone attacks me with a knife, block with my arms, with this part of my arms, it's less serious than if I'm cut on the inside of my arms. Because if I am reached by the knife and an artery or a vein, it's less than a minute for me to pass out. Maybe you continue to fight, but you start running out of gas because you start feeling ill and you end up unconscious. So what you have to do in a knife attack is protect these vital areas I mentioned and sacrifice what is not vital. But there are no clean techniques of defense against a knife. That doesn't exist. Because a knife is very fast and very difficult to grab to. So the only thing we can do is reduce damage and counterattack. And the best counterattack technique is a combination of striking and grappling.
Grappling not as you take the opponent to the floor, but grappling is a movement of leverage in the opponent arms, finger locks, wrist locks, and whatever.
To understand the knife, we have to start from one single place. And for that, the Aikido techniques to know how to block, how to dodge.
To apply leverage in the wrist and all that. All the traditional techniques are good for a start. Yeah, but then you have to go to the next level and apply it under pressure and with erratic and chaotic movements of the knife. We work a lot here in my system with knife ambush, where the guy is close in range and then put his hands on his pocket, and then the knife in a split of second reach out, go out, flashes you and stab you, and that's the reality of the streets. So you have to work with this element of surprise.
Aikido can be functional if it's adapted to the reality of the knife. And the only way to do this is to do sparring with the knife.
With a training knife.
Because if you don't know how someone is going to actually attack you in a training session and under pressure, then you will never know what combination of striking
and locks to apply.
One thing that I must mention is that most of knife attacks were ambushes. So the victim did not see the knife until he or she felt it in his body, unless it's a scenery or the case of a threat at a distance, where you can use that distance to be able to run away. But if your aggressor closes in on that distance and you're not able to run away, then you have to fight for your life. Understanding that you will be hurt, but that with appropriate techniques, you can come out alive. And that's the reality of the knife.
If you like this video, make sure to click the like button. That really helps. Also, share it with your friends. If you want me to document my training and interviews with some of the best instructors in the world, consider becoming a supporter on Patreon, which makes a big difference. You'll find a link to my Patreon page on the right corner. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the virtual mat again soon.